Live from the Ankobian capital, Lumumba, the news source of the African continent. Habari Network International.
Habari gani? I'm Ochanda Gabano Koyo, and this is Habari Network International. We are a news program broadcasting from the nation of Ankobia, a first world country in Africa. We present the news that's currently affecting the African world in and out of the continent. This program is presented in English for our English-speaking Africans. We look to translate our news in various African languages in the future, but for now, we hope you enjoy our show. Habari gani? I'm Ochanda Gabano Koyo, and welcome to another episode of HNI Weekly. On this week's top stories for the week of December 13th, 2021. Buddy, you're a boy making big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face. Big disgrace. Sinking your can all over the place. Singing. Sudan's prime minister has terminated the services of acting state governors who were appointed by the commander-in-chief of the army, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, following the military coup d'etat on October 25th, 2021. The Ankobi ambassador to Sudan, Kimimza Kilanzo, stated that the country's political crisis is not over, despite a November 21st power-sharing agreement that put Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok back in office after being placed on house arrest when the military overthrew the then civilian-led government. Sudan's military seized power on October 25th, arresting dozens of government officials. Sudan is a country in Northeast Africa, not to be confused with South Sudan. Its population is 43.8 million. Not vaccinated? It make no sense. It make no sense. Yeah, it make no sense. It make no sense. As of December 16th, 2021, confirmed cases of COVID-19 from 55 African countries reach 9 million, while over 168,145,508 vaccinations have been administered across the continent. The Sebi vaccine has been the greatest help in the recovery rates, not only on the continent, but worldwide. With production of the Ankobi vaccine in India and China, world leaders have asked the Soroba manufacturer to rush the test against the Omicron variant that has caused global travel to come to a halt almost since the South African scientists discovered the mutation in November. Dangote, see this life for you. Who happy? Who happy? Nigeria's inflation rate fell for the 8th consecutive month in November to 15.4% from 15.99%. This comes as continuing increase in food prices, according to sources. The country has said that the persistent inflationary pressures are largely based on the amount of imports the country is receiving. Nigeria imports many key goods and services. A dollar shortage has prompted the government to put restrictions on forex for certain items, keeping the pressure on prices. The Ankobi ambassador to Nigeria, Antoine Kouassi, urged Nigeria's government to end its costly fuel subsidy within the next 3 to 6 months, improve exchange rate management, and speed up other reforms to boost growth. Nigeria had been grappling with low growth since before COVID-19 pandemic triggered a recession and created large financial gaps, including dollar shortages and inflation. In June, Ankobia's president Jatelo Ogala met with Nigerian President Buhari to finalize a bailout that would help the Nigerian naira and bring back its economy. This African country is saying, "In the streets is getting hot, and the youth gonna get so cold, searching for food for the pot. They do anything to fill that gap." Zimbabwe's electricity grid collapsed Tuesday, plunging most parts of the country into a blackout and worsening the already dire supply situation. According to the media outlet, the New Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwe Electricity Supply Authority, known as ZESA, confirmed the grid collapse in a statement, saying it was caused by refurbishments at the Kariba Dam, which resulted in 3 units being taken out. The Ankobi Secretary General, Wangeshi Kamau, stated that the electrical problem in Zimbabwe is what most African countries can look forward to if, quote unquote, we are not looking at this as a human error and not being proactive instead of reactive. Zimbabwe is a country in southern Africa that borders Mozambique, Zambia, and Botswana. It has a population of 14 million. This African country is very superstitious. Writings on the wall. Very superstitious. The Ethiopian government said it will not acknowledge the United Nations Human Rights Council resolution for the establishment of an independent investigation team for the alleged human rights violation in the northern region of Tigray. According to the Ethiopian Herald, in her press briefing yesterday, the Minister of Communication Services, Salemawit Kasa, stated that the resolution, which was illegally adopted before the session, will be of no effect. The government strongly believes that all countries adopting the ill-conceived resolution are craving for Ethiopia's destabilization. The Ankobi president, Jatelo Ogala, stated that Ankobia will be more than willing to help Ethiopia in any way if asked to do so. The Ethiopian government and its opposition, TPLF, have had tensions since the prime minister sacked all TPLF officials from office back in 2019. TPLF ran the government of Ethiopia for 27 years prior to the sacking. When we come back, we will be reading from this week's African proverb. Don't go anywhere. You won't want to miss this. Welcome back. Since ancient times, Africans have been known to speak proverbially. And here at HNI Weekly, we don't typically break tradition. Let's go ahead and pick from the jar of African proverbs. You've been hit by, you've been struck by an African proverb. And this week's African proverb comes to us from no particular African nation or ethnic group, and it reads, "One who causes others misfortune also teaches them wisdom." Once again, one who causes others misfortune also teaches them wisdom. And how I interpret this is that I have a personal story. Real quick is, I've had a falling out with a friend and recently reconciled with that individual. And what that taught me is that, I can solve my problems and my issues a lot better than what I have in the past. With those misfortunes that may come into your life, I want to let you guys know out there that there are lessons and hidden meanings with those situations. And you, sir, what is your interpretation of this week's African proverb?
Suckers try to do me wrong, but we don't sweat it. We gonna be alright.
If you have your own interpretation of this week's African proverb, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell for this and other HNI Weekly videos. For more HNI content and to connect with us, follow us on all social media platforms below. For HNI Weekly, I'm Ochanda Gabano Koyo, signing off.